Hello and welcome to Thashna Walsh Lifestyle Therapy. I am Dr. Thashna Walsh, and if you are listening, thank you for being here. Today, I want to talk about something that happened to me when I was growing up. If you are someone out there that's been told that you're never going to amount to anything, that you're stupid, that you're silly, that your ideas are just awful, whatever you were told when you were growing up, just remember that wasn't you. That was someone telling you something they perceived about you, but really what they were perceiving was about themselves. Okay? So if you're one of those people, because this happened to me when I was growing up, I was told that I was so stupid, I was so simple, I was skinny and lanky, and nobody's gonna love me, nobody likes me, I'm ugly. Wow. Now, if you choose to believe those things, because I did choose to believe those things for a long, long, long time, and even regardless of people telling me how gorgeous I was and how much potential I had, I could not see it. Because when you're wired as a child, when somebody who's supposed to love you and nurture you and take care of you tells you all of these things, you believe them because that's what children do, especially between the ages of 0 to 6 or 7. You're wide, your subconscious mind is wide open. And whatever you're told, you suck it up. You suck it up and you believe it, and it becomes your identity. So just remember, if that's how you're feeling right now, that you're good for nothing, that you're not going to amount to anything, that everything that you touch is going to fail, that you can't make enough money, that life is hard and that money is hard to come by, all of those things that we get wired into our system. If you're one of those people, oh my goodness, I am sending you so much love right now because I know where you're coming from. I've been here and have fought through this battle of the mind for many, many years. This is why I do what I do now because I don't like to see another person go through this. I hate to see it. I walk around and I just watch, I like to people watch, I like to observe. And where I can be of help, I like to put my inspiration in their lives whenever I'm allowed to. But a lot of times I walk and I'm going, oh my gosh, and I have to send energetic love because I do understand. I do understand. But this belief system, this negative belief system of not believing in yourself, of not believing that you're good enough because somebody made you feel that way, okay, it's time to change that. If you are an adult, it's time to change that because you are now responsible for yourself and you're now responsible for the thoughts that you choose to take in and allow to land in the airport of your mind. You are now responsible. You can't go, oh, my mother said this, or my dad said this, or my auntie said this, or my neighbor said this, or my teacher said this. No, they said that because and what they said was based on their own limiting beliefs that they projected on you. Okay? I was told all kinds of horrible things, like I told you before, and I believed them. But now I don't believe them anymore because I realize that when I even look at the people who said those things to me, they still live in limitation. They still live in limitation. They still haven't moved very much from where they were in their lives. Okay? So I know it has nothing to do with me and has everything to do with them. But you know what? I love them. I send them love all the time. And some of them I do support them where they're at. Um, some of them I'm not in contact with them anymore. But for the ones that I can help, and my heart is wide open to them because you have to forgive. Because in forgiveness is a part of the healing, and the forgiveness is for yourself. It's up to them to forgive themselves. So, I mean, if you can talk to them and get them to see the error of their ways, the way they're thinking to get their life back on track, then wow, that's a great gift if you can give that to them. But make sure you gift it to yourself first because you can't gift anything to anyone before you gift yourself the love that it deserves. Okay? You are I don't, some of you are watching, I don't even know you, but I know that you are an emanation of God, which means you are worthy. You deserve all the good things. You are absolutely loved and adored. Okay. So whatever your belief system, I can help you rewire that. That is not a problem. So if that's something that you're interested in, learning how to let go of all this stuff that's holding you, anchoring you from moving into a beautiful life that you deserve, then please reach out to me and we can have a conversation. That you deserve all the good things. So just close your eyes for a moment and just remember the things that you were told or the things that you were not told that you wanted to so much to hear from those people who were responsible for you at that tender age. Close your eyes. They never told you they loved you. I remember growing up, nobody told me they loved me. It was almost taboo. It felt like it was taboo for someone to say, I love you. It felt like it was taboo. And when somebody told me that they loved me for the first time, it was really bizarre. You know, I didn't know how to accept it, especially one of those people that I grew with. When they told me they loved me, I'm just like, ooh, really strange. I'm not even sure what to do with that. But I couldn't say it back, if you know what I mean. It just took a little doing, a little healing for me to start opening my heart up um, to the forgiveness, to letting things go, to allowing the love to flow back in, to understand what love even was, what that felt like. So you have the capacity, we all have the capacity to love and to be loved. The fact is, we are already loved because we wouldn't be here. God loves us, which is why we're here. Or if you want to put the universe on it, same thing to me. Universe loves us, which is why we're here. There's nothing on this planet that has no purpose. And if you have a purpose, it means you are loved. You are here for a reason. So we just need to drop the baggage of this limiting belief that you're not good enough or that nobody loves you, nobody wants to hear what you have to say, or nobody thinks that you're special. Um, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks. It's important that you think it because you know what? In you thinking it, everybody thinks it. But you've got to teach people how to think about you by believing in yourself first, by thinking the wonderful things about yourself first. Because I noticed when I was growing up. You know, people tell you that this is the textbook version of what pretty is looks like, what wealthy looks like, what this looks like. But then as I grew up, I saw different versions of pretty. I saw different versions of wealthy. I saw different versions of happy. I saw different versions of great relationships. And they didn't come in those little packages that people were telling me about. And then I realized that it's not because there's a textbook version to these things, it's because there's a universal version to these things, and we all can tap into that because we're all in it. So it's just rewiring those thoughts and that belief system so that it can then be reflected from you to the rest of the world. Wayne Dyer said, change the way you look at things, and the things you look at will change. And that doesn't make any sense to somebody who doesn't understand that in a spiritual way. But all I challenge you to do is to start just looking within and being kind to yourself and just start being grateful for the things that you have brought to yourself. The fact that you're still breathing. Thank you. Thank you. Some people find life so hard that they've done some horrible things to themselves. They self-harm, they throw themselves off places and take their own lives. Well, you're here because you're special and you're meant to be here. We're all meant to be here. So start being kind to yourself and look within yourself and start saying, you know what? Yes, my heart beats, my lungs are expanding and coming down and expanding. And I can smile even if I have to fake it and turn, can I give it a little helping hand? You can think of something that you're grateful for. Be grateful. and bring that smile out even stronger and bigger. Think about something you love. Think about someone you love and feel the feelings of that. And saying, oh, I have the capacity to care and to love. And give that love and that care to yourself, because you have to do it first for yourself. Because if you are saying that you love someone out there and you don't have that love for yourself, the love you have for that someone is very limited. It's very limited. I'm not saying you don't love them in the way that you think you do, but there's so much more power when you bring that love home to yourself and you bring that energy and you make it bigger. Wow. Once you start stepping into yourself, something called authenticity steps into you. You reclaim your authenticity back. And once you're in that space of being the true version of yourself, there's nothing you can't do. Your confidence is 100%. Your self-love is 100%. Your self-worth is 100%. You get up and you just go. Taking action is something that comes easy for you. I talked about that in another video, how to take action really easily. It comes from loving who you are, knowing who you are, and being fearless about who you are, because there's only one of you. Nobody else can do you like you can do you. So why try to do someone else, or why try to hide away from it? You are here to do you 100%. And in order to do that, you have to drop those baggages that people told you. This is the growth process. This is the purpose of life. It's for you to go through and drop these limitations so that then you can free yourself in order to then help someone get free. That's what life is about. It's about helping each other get free. I help you, you help somebody else, and so on and so forth. So again, think about those things that are holding you back, and you'll find that it's not your boss. It goes deeper than that, because you can leave that job and go to another job and you can get a completely different boss, but you end up with the same thought headspace that you're taking with you. I actually know somebody that did that, went from one job to the next and the next and the next and the next. One relationship, that was me, from one relationship to the next, to the next, to the next. It was the same thing. I had to take the same version of me through all of them. And of course, I was bumping heads with things that weren't going to serve me because I wasn't changing. I wasn't seeing the love inside myself. So it was impossible to love someone. It was infatuation to start with. And then things started dwindling. And, before you know it, you start complaining. And this is not good enough, or you're not doing this for me. You're not making me happy. Like, no one can do that. It's a big job for you to give anyone. And they're always going to let you down. Okay? So until you start feeling the love inside yourself, you can't expect the love to flow to you. Okay, not saying people don't love you; they love you, but it's it's all it's you taking as opposed to a give and a take. Okay, so you don't want to have a life where you're just taking, 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 taking. No, of course not. You want to be giving and you want to take. And in order to give, you have to work on yourself so that you're in a place where you're 100% authentic, 100% kind, 100% wanting to give, just freely give to anyone, not just to the people you love, but just to a complete stranger you see on the street who needs help. You want to pick them up, you want to take care of them, you want to help them in the ways that you can without feeling like, oh my gosh, what if, what if, because you're living in fear. Okay. So you have the capacity. We all do, every single one of us. But the way we've been wired with so much fear. 90% of the population lives in fear, which is why the world feels so icky and sticky. Okay. But once you start stepping out of that and start believing in yourself, you start seeing the goodness in the world. You start seeing the potential and all the opportunities that life has to give you. Then you start living in a part in that side of the life where you can then help the rest of the 90%, because that's what we're here for. Okay, I'm not going to repeat myself anymore, but big up yourself. That's what we say in Jamaica, big up yourself, because you are worth it. You are worth it. You would not be here otherwise. So The next time you think about you're not worth anything, or you're not going to get anywhere, or what I was told is like you're not going to amount to anything. You go, that's not me. No more. I'm putting that down. That is not my belief. That's that person's belief, whoever it is. It may be your mom, it may be your dad, it may be your auntie, your uncle. Anybody, it could be somebody you truly love right now, and you still love and you're still kind of following them. But if you want a life that's going to be more easy and more free, then you have to consider these things that, yes, yes, I can amount to stuff. There's so many people out there that came from nothing, who come from harsh, harsh situations, and they're doing great things. We can all do that. You just have to have a headspace. You just have to believe in yourself and know that it's possible for you. And if you need some help with that, then reach out to me. Okay, the links are down here. I am also running a coaching program called Grow to Glow Ascension Pathway, which is taking you from limitations to basically the freedom that you want in your life. And we're doing it within 10 weeks, a 10-week program. I meet with you once a week, sometimes twice, because we have Q&A every week as well, that you can book onto to ask any questions, to practice some of the tools that we are teaching. So learn more about that so that you can get on board. Right now, I'm starting a group session. We're launching the group sessions. And so if you want to be a part of that, it's 90% off at the moment. So please send me a message, text me, email me, messenger, leave a comment down here. Whatever you want to do, I will get the information and I will reach out to you, or go on the website and book an ignition call, which is a one-to-one call. It's like a coaching call to start the whole process of, answering the questions, and it's free as well, the ignition call. So answering the questions that you want answered, about whether the course is for you, how it's going to pan out, what the syllabus is about, and what to expect as you go through the program. So please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and like the video if this is, touching you in some way. If you're feeling like, yes, this definitely touch something inside, and I feel it, and just let me know. Send me a message or just give me a thumbs up. Thank you for watching again. Until next time, stay bright, sending you lots of love. Remember, you deserve all the good things. All the good things. Okay? There's a goddess inside of you that is waiting for you to lift up all those limitations up off of her so she can totally thrive and be who she's meant to be. Till next time, take care. Bye bye.